Hello, this is Emini S P from Ichimoku Today is January 14, 2013. This is a weekly Ichimoku analysis for the global markets where we cover everything from the US to Europe to Asia to South America. It's been a while since we've done our weekly videos, but we are going to start back at the beginning of this year now. This is going to be the first of our 2013 videos, and we should be doing this on a regular basis again. Anyways. Here's our normal disclaimer. This is to state this is for educational use only. We're not soliciting you to buy or sell any particular instrument. If you do so, you're doing that at your own risk. Today, you're basically going to see some charts from TD Ameritrade and also see some charts from eSignal from Interactive Data. Okay. Here are my contact details here. You can email me at info@eiicapital.com or you can contact us at any of our U.S. locations here. Okay, so let's go straight to eSignal and start looking at all the global markets. Let's start off in Europe. I always like to start doing that. First one I want to look at is Germany. Remember on the daily time frame, if you look here on the left hand side, that's your daily time frame. Right hand side is the weekly time frame. And you can see we've moved up. We've broken this resistance level here that we had here, which was basically at basically 75.9550, and we're at a major resistance level right now, as you can see from I highlighted it there. The next level you got is going to be basically 79.4671, so that's the next resistance, but we are at a major resistance level right now, but this is bullish trending on both the daily and weekly. Minor support level on this guy is going to be about 77. It's not even going to be there. It's going to be roughly about right here, which is going to be basically 76.9508 for the German DAX market. For the UK market, if you look here, this is basically the FTSE for the UK. You can see it's bullish trending too. It is at a major resistance level right now too, just like the German DAX. So that's kind of where we're at, but both the daily and weekly are bearish, bullish trending as far as that's concerned. Notice how it is in respect to the cloud there. If you look here, the German market is a little more bullish than basically the German market, but they're both really equivalent now, whereas last year you could see that basically the German market was leading the UK market moving forward. Next is basically the Paris CAC market. If you look here, this is moving forward. It is at a major resistance level too. Resistance level is going to be roughly about right here, which is going to be basically 37.28, which is the resistance level we're at. Minor support level that you're going to see is basically going to be right here at 35.36. Is going to be basically a support level moving forward. CAC, of course, you can see from the cloud. It's coming out too, so this is bullish too moving forward. But it's kind of hard right now on the pairs trading side. I know for the last couple of years we've been going long Germany and short Paris. I think you still could do that because if you look at the German Paris market and then you look at the German DAX market, you could see that the daily is a lot stronger than the DAX compared to Paris. So you could still go long the German market and short the Paris market as far as Paris trade is concerned. Amsterdam, here you can see this is still bullish in nature too. This one is still got a little, it's at a minor resistance level right now, but I still think you could sit there and go to about roughly about right here, which is about 356.70. So it's got a little more upside, but it is at a minor resistance level right now. Spain is just now coming out of the cloud, believe it or not. So this is behind, going kind of lagging behind all the other instruments there. But this thing is sitting there trying to get to 8800 to sit there, which is going to be its next minor resistance level, and about 8350 is going to be its major support level moving forward. Italy, just like Spain, as you could see here, this thing still has some upside to go. Minor resistance levels, resistance levels are going to be around 1800, 18,000, and then the major one's going to be about 18,383. Support level on this guy is going to be roughly about, I would say, a little less than 17,000 moving forward. So That's kind of where this is at. Nordic, here you can see this is bullish trending here, and you can see here from this time frame here, this is starting to retest the highs here, right there, and so forth. So it's got a little more ways to go. About 1115 is basically its major resistance level moving forward, and I would say its support is going to be roughly right here, which is about 1030 moving forward on there. But this is strong too moving forward. Oslo, again, this is at its resistance level too. Notice this theme's kind of the same on all these world markets right now in Europe and everywhere else. This is the Switzerland. Remember last year, Turkey, Malaysia, and Switzerland were leading the markets going forward. This is still going very, very strong. It broke through its resistance level here. It's trying to get to its next resistance level right about here. So 73.57 is the next resistance level there. But this has been strong. We've been talking about this last year. We're also talking about this year, but Switzerland has been still doing strong and continues to do so moving forward. So this was one of the strong ones in 2012, and it's still going on very strong right now. If it's concerned. Turkey was strong too last year, and you can see Turkey still continuing to go strong with a vengeance here, more than pretty much the German market or any other market out there. So this is one to take note, which not a lot of people are looking at, but definitely take a note of this one. Sweden, Turkey, and Malaysia were the hottest markets last year that not a lot of people looked at, but they should have. Let's go to South Africa. South Africa, you could see here's on a tear right now going up. So definitely keep a look at this one. And you can see that's very, very strong. If you notice, these are very, very strong, even more than German and basically Paris and the UK market. So these little small markets here, like Turkey and South Africa, have been moving up very, very, very good percentage-wise, but not a lot of people have paid attention to them, which I think they should. And remember, you could trade them ETFs in the US side if you need to. Here's Russia. Russia's been going up, but it is at a major resistance level net right now, which is going to be roughly about here. Basically, let's just call it 1600. I would say is going to be its major resistance level that it's at right now. Support level on this guy, it's going to be its major support level is going to be about 1485 moving forward. So that's it pretty much to the Europe side. Let's go over to Asia. Let's start off with Australia. If you see Australia's moving up. Just like everything else, it's at a major support resistance level right now. Major support level on this one's going to be about 46.25 moving forward. But this is strong too compared with all the other markets. Hong Kong at a major resistance level too. Support level on this one is going to be about 22,700 moving forward. Korea still has not started a trend here. It's just consolidating. So this is weak right now compared to all the other Asian and Europe markets. So this thing's just consolidating. It's at a major support level, not a resistance level. So if it breaks down below 262, this thing does have a potential, believe it or not, to go lower and get to the bottom of the consolidation pattern. So keep an eye on that one. Japan, as everyone probably knows, due to the yen currency, has taken off very, very, very strong. Remember we talked about this in 2012 being one of the strong markets moving forward. It didn't really happen in 2012, but 2013, towards the end of 2012 and beginning of 2013, excuse me, this thing has taken off with a vengeance, and it's going on very, very strong. Question is, how long can it sustain this? China here is moving up, but you could notice it's just not getting to the cloud. So this was bearish, not bullish, compared to all the other global markets. And now we're basically sitting right in the middle of the cloud. So we're basically at a major resistance level right now, which is the cloud, and we're pretty much about to get into a consolidation pattern if we enter that cloud. Support on this guy is basically going to be 2250 moving forward. Tokyo here is strong too. That also, we're at a resistance level. Support on this is going to be basically 840. Let's look at the Indian Sensex. Indian Sensex has pretty much moved up nicely from the bottom here, but you could see it's just pretty much consolidating between here, which is about 15,672, and the major resistance on this guy is going to be roughly about 19,724. Let's just say close to 20,000 right there is going to be its major resistance level. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens with this market, but it's pretty much the same across the board with all the markets, from not just India, and it's also with Asia and also for Europe right now too. Here we don't have Malaysia. Remember, this has been a strong one for 2012. This is still going on very, very strong for 2012. But it does look like it's sitting there. It looks like it's starting to run out of momentum, unlike Turkey and Switzerland that were also with this guy last year. But this does look like it's starting to run out of momentum. As you can see here, it's starting to go down a little and consolidate. So keep an eye on this one. I definitely would sit there and look for maybe counter trend opportunities to move forward with. Let's go to Canada. Canada is just now, it's at a resistance level now, but it really hasn't started a trend upward at all. So keep an eye on Canada right now, exactly at this resistance level there, to see exactly what it does. Major support level is going to be 12,360. Let's go to Mexico. Mexico here, as you can see, has been on a tear too. You notice a lot of these little minor countries like Turkey, Switzerland, Mexico are doing a nice little trend upwards here, as you can see here. And this is the all-time high, believe it or not, for the Mexico, from what the charts are telling me. So Mexico's doing really good. Brazil's not really doing anything at all. Kind of just hanging around, bounce off this support right here, which is going to be about 63,424. Bounce off that resistance level there. Major support's going to be basically roughly around 60,000, about 400 is going to be support there. But this thing's just consolidating and really not doing anything at all. Surprisingly, a lot of people thought Brazil would do good, but it's really not doing anything at all. Colombia is bearish in nature, you can see here, which is pretty interesting moving forward considering all the other global markets are bullish. This guy is basically taking a hit right now. Santiago Chile. So Chile here has just now turned sentiments to be bullish with this huge movement up on a daily time frame. But it is at a major resistance level now, and it kind of needs a pullback. Ideally, if it could pull back to about 4,300, that would be great, and hold there and move forward. Argentina be moving up drastically, came out of the clouds and gone on with a vengeance. It also is at a major resistance level of 3,200. It definitely needs to pull back to about 2,800, which is next major support moving forward. Okay, so here's the Emini S P 500 futures. You can see we're kind of hanging around this resistance level here, and really, so basically we're kind of just hanging around this resistance level right there. We haven't really done anything there. So 1466 is this resistance level. Minor support levels are going to be, well, major one's going to be about 1426, which is the kind of the one that we're looking for anyways. If you look at the Dow futures, nothing really special there either. Everything's basically, let's clear up all this mess. Nothing really going on there. Notice the Dow futures haven't hit this resistance value there, so this is weaker compared to the Emini S P 500 futures. So it's still got a little more upward movement, which is going to be about 13,552. Support basically is going to be 13,100 moving forward. Let's look at the Nasdaq futures. And if you look at Nasdaq futures, even in worst case scenario, than the E-minis S&P right now. So basically, if you're doing the pairs trade, I definitely go long E-mini S&P 500 futures and go short, believe it or not, Nasdaq futures. So this is a little ugly here, just consolidating. Really nothing going on right now. And then lastly, you got Russell futures, and you could see that this has basically moved up. It looks like it's broken a resistance level right now. here, which is about here. So it's broken the resistance level a little more. But I wouldn't be looking at this that much. Remember, this is Russell 2000, which has a lot of small caps. January and February typically are small cap months anyways. So this is where you get that little push. But I definitely wouldn't do pairs trade with this guy moving forward. But Russell and Emini S&P 500 futures are definitely trending to the bullish side a lot more compared to anything else. And that is it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any feedback, please email us at info@eiicapital.com. Thank you.